Hello everyone. Oh, they look. Hey Leo. Hey Tina. This week I'm not 100% sure what I'm gonna talk about in the video or do. It's just so much going on right now. We're gonna move. And it's like sadness, it's emotional, and it's really hurt because I put so much time and energy, money and love and effort in this apartment. I painted all the walls with little help from my sister and my father and also my daughter. Little help from my son also and my sister's son. But this have been so expensive here. We pay a little bit over 11,000 Swedish krona just for the apartment, not anything else, just for the apartment, also the rent. Then it's electric over this, and it's like, it's a lot of costs. And I study and perhaps gonna do that 2 more years before I'm done. And my husband he have a work who is really good payment, but we don't know if he can stay there or not. It's just like he don't have a contract there more than a couple of hours or a couple of months. And also when we moved here 2 years ago, it was July 2 years ago, I also took this apartment for my daughter's sake because we have 2 apartments in this apartment. And she moved to her boyfriend like 1 year ago. So her apartment or the room she have with a bathroom and a little small kitchen is just empty with her stuff. And I think it's around 2,500-3,000 who sits in just that part of the apartment, and that we have to pay for every month, and we don't use it. It's just a storage for her stuff. And I told even then 2 years ago when she moved, we have to move, we can't stay in this big apartment. And then my husband talked about leaving to work in another country, and I also have I want to live in another country. I want to live in another country before I die, but I'm not there right now. And if he moved to work in another country, I'm gonna sit in this big 108, I don't know if it's square feet in English, but kvadratmeter in Swedish. And I'm gonna sit here with my son, and we have 2 apartments, 2 big bedrooms, a living room, kitchen, this other apartment, 2 bathroom. It's just too big to 2 person, 1 child and 1 grown up and 2 dogs. And I also want to take down the cost because I'm afraid if my husband go, I sit here with the rent and all the bills for myself again, which I did when he didn't live here the last time. And it's just too much for me now when I just study. And also I don't want to, now I just borrow money over the money. Also I take as much as money I can take from the I don't know how to explain it, but we have a company who works for the government who let people study, and they give them money every month, but some of the money you have to pay back. And right now it's okay, but until February, because I have this insurance from my old work I had, so I don't borrow so much. They give me actually more. And because I also study something who is like, there are not so much people who have this education, like occupational therapy. It's not so much people who have this in Sweden, so they need more of these people. And therefore I'm allowed to have this right now, but this only till February. And after that, I'm back to the normal, like the normal money, and that's not enough. Like, I think the normal one, if you don't take money over money, if that makes sense, I don't know how I can explain it, it's like 13, and just the rent is 11. And they always take this up. So now I found an apartment, a really, really small one. It's just 51. So it's a little bit smaller than half of this. And it's just a small bedroom, one small bedroom. And in our other apartment, we also had just one bedroom. And we moved from that because we needed a bedroom for our son. But now I see, like, for 1 year, we just have to work with what we have. So we're gonna move to that apartment in the end of September. And I'm gonna explain why. Because they have like a really, really good deal for 1 year. Like a really good deal. It's almost like we take the rent down with half the first 6 months, and then little more. So we save a couple of thousand from this, the other 6 months. So I'm like, I have this, like, we're gonna live there for 1 year, that's enough. It's gonna be too small, it's gonna be too tight. And because my husband don't know if he's gonna stay or not, and he talk about leaving quite soon. And then I was like, okay, but that's really good size for me and my son and dogs. But if he stay, it's gonna be tight. But if he stay and can continue on his work he have now, if they let him stay after his contract go out, which they do with some of the people, then we can save a lot of money, and then we probably longer, like, then we can look for something to buy instead of rent. Because it's a little bit like this. If you start to rent something in Sweden, you're stuck with this because it's so expensive to rent. Like I always paid more every month for the apartments I have rent than my parents pay every month for the big villa they have. That's how bad it is. It's like, if you go for renting, you're stuck with renting, and I don't want that. And now I just want to clear this economics, like, so we can come somewhere. Because I told my husband also, I have done with what I can do with all the bills, and it's just, I can take one away, maybe one more, and save like 100, but I can't change so much. And and I want, like, to see a big change if we're gonna work this out. And it's really expensive now. It's really expensive in Sweden. I think the food prices they have talked about the food prices the last 1-2 years, I think, have been the highest one in Scandinavia, here in Sweden. And it's just a way to solve the problem right now, so we can move forward with our life after that. And I can tell you, 1 year go quickly, and it's gonna be a pain. It's just, I know that, but also I know, like, when you see a goal in front of you, you know that when the goal is ending, it's over. And I see myself there for 1 year. The thing, when I moved here, I see myself here for 3 to 4 years, and now it's just 2 years it's gonna be. So that hurts. But it's also like, it's not the only problem, it's other problem also. It's also that we have a lot of problems with our son's school. It has been a really fight, like, we have taken this to the next level. I actually put in not to charge them, but I have to go to the police because his teacher threw a shoe in his back. I talk with the one who is control over the schools. I talk with that, like the manager, something, And I put into other high up things in the government also, because this is insane what's happened in our son's school with our son and what they did to us also. And I'm not gonna say everything because it's also privacy, but it has been really, really bad, and they have not wanted to work with us at all. They just throw shit at us and blame us for everything, and he have 2 diagnoses, so they don't want to listen to what they're gonna do to help him. They just say like, we know the best. And it's even so bad that the one who told that he have these 2, the psychologist to find out that he have these 2 diagnoses, he put in that my son should have an occupational therapist who check what he need in school. And I asked the principal, is it you or me who gonna find one who can be in school and look? And she said, you can find one, and if I'm nice, I can let this person be in with us in a meeting, but I'm not gonna listen to what she say. It's me who decide here in school, and I'm not gonna do anything she want, because if I listen to these people, what they say, we should throw a lot of money on these children. This is like what she say. I'm just like, you talk to someone who's gonna be an occupational therapist. And we was at the hospital to speak about his medicine that he now tries and see if it works for him, because he can't concentrate. He can't, like the school say, he can sit down for 5 minutes, and yeah, I can probably agree with that. He can't concentrate at all. And when she asked like what I'm doing, and I told that I studied to be an occupational therapist, she just looked at me and she say, you know what, you can do so much good things for your son when you're done with that. And that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna fight so occupational therapists can be in the Swedish school, because they're not today. I know some schools have started with that, like a pilot project, but they are not in school. And I understand why, with the principals who say like this, that they don't give a fuck what these people say, because it's her who decided in the school. So that's also one of the reasons we moved, because they try to control what our son do, even if it's not school, like what he do in his free time. They also try to control what we do in our free time. And yeah, I know that sounds sick, and it is also. It's like really, this have been really, really bad, really exhausting, especially the last year have been really exhausting. Many meetings, and I'm not the one who is quiet. I say exactly to them what I think and what they do wrong, and they don't like that. They don't like that I talk about the law, because I probably know the law better than them, and they don't like that. They don't like that I have knowledge about the law. And after I talked about the law the first time, they started to change and throw more shit at us. And I don't give up because of that. I know my rights, and I also study a lot of times. This is my 5th time after like the regular school that I study, like 5th time I study as a grown-up. I have a lot of knowledge about stuff, and I also study to HR, as a human resources specialist, which also had a lot about the law. So I know quite many things, and they don't like that, because they want to know everything and play with parents about what they have, what the rights are and not, and they can't do that with me. And I think that's why they have been so bad to my son and to us. But we move also so we can take him away from the schools here, because they had already told that they don't want him in the school anymore, so they want to move him to another school. with the same principle. And I don't want him, I go to that school either, because I have told them straight to the eyes, you just move the problem. You don't fix the problem, you move the problem. And the problem's still gonna be here. And she talk about, yeah, but we're gonna change, blah, 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 blah. They're not gonna change. They're not gonna change anything. I told her, why haven't you already changed? We talk about this for 2 years already. Why haven't you changed? Yeah, but it takes time to change stuff. I was like, no, it doesn't. He should have like a place to go when he felt angry and needed to be himself. I'm not kidding you now when I say to you, it took them over 1 year to find a place. Over 1 year. One person who works there also told, I think he can go and calm down on the parking lot, but he needs to watch the cars so they don't hit him. Like, what is this? They should not work in the school. So we're gonna move also. But we're gonna move, it's just maybe 10 minutes. It's still in the same city, but we're gonna be on the other side of the water. So we're gonna be more close to the city, like actually on the side of the city. Now we are on the other side of the water. So we are like away from the city, even if it's close and we can walk in like 30 minutes. There probably we can walk in 10-15 minutes. So it's gonna be more like central we're gonna move, and as I told, it's just for 1 year that I think. And it's gonna be tight, it's gonna be not so much window, it's gonna be dark, but it's just, it looks new, even if it's 15 years old. And this apartment is so old, it's from the 90s. I think it's actually 1990. And they was here to check the apartment if we broke anything or this. And he told me, if you have seen my videos, you know how this apartment looked from the beginning. And you also know, if you follow me for a long time, for more than 2 years now, that I painted all the walls and how it looked like before. And you can go back also and check that video, because it was bad. And he told me, did you paint the walls for yourself? And I told him, yes, I did that. I'm not a professional, but I did the best I can. And he told me, you know that we can ask you to put this back as it was. And I told him, you don't want me to put this back as it was, because it was bad. It was hole in the wall. It was broken. It was really, really bad. And then he put in his protocol that they gonna fix the bathrooms, which is really, really nasty. You have seen my videos. If you're cleaning the bathroom, it's filthy. I can't get this clean. And now when I'm gonna move out, they say they're gonna fix the bathrooms. He also like, yeah, we're gonna fix the walls. I was like, I paint them. I know it's not perfect, but I fix them. Yeah, but we're gonna do it. And then we're gonna change the doors on the wardrobe also. I was like, why haven't you done this when I moved in here? But you can do it now when I move out? That made me quite angry, if I'm gonna be honest. Why can't they do that when I moved in here, when it was so bad? And they told me straight in the face to all people who was here and looked at the apartment when it was like we could come here and see how it was. She told the person who showed the apartment to all of us, if you want to fix something, you fix it for yourself. We not gonna touch this apartment. We're not gonna do anything. Then they had to come and clean this for 1.5 days, because they hadn't cleaned anything. They had not even vacuumed the floor, but they didn't fix it. They just fixed the broken stuff, and they fixed the cleaning. They didn't paint the walls. They didn't cover the holes in the walls. They didn't fix the floor in here. Even if I told them many times, you have to fix the floor. This floor is broken. It's sticky. I get stuck with my socks in it. They didn't fix it. And now they're going to fix everything when I move out. Yeah, but I'm going to be happy to save money. I just have to see it that way. But yeah, it's emotional. But we're going to do a lot of decluttering. And I know I used to declutter, and my sister continues to say, how can you still have something to take out? I don't know. I told her, like, when I'm down to a suitcase, maybe I'm happy. But I'm gonna show you what we took out so far, and this is gonna be an ongoing process. And yeah, I also need to tell you when we're gonna move. We're gonna move in the end of September. Because here in Sweden, there is a law who say that when we take the apartment out, if we rent, we need to pay it for 3 months. And I don't want to sit, because this is so high rent here, I don't want to sit with double rent. So I told the other apartment, the other landlord, because it's not the same, we moved to another one. I told them that I want to move in at the end of September. So we're gonna have like 10 days, I think, to move out, to clean it, and to give back the key. And I think we're gonna make it, because yeah, I'm a minimalist and everything is organized anyway. So if I declutter before we move, I prepare the cleaning and prepare everything, I don't see a problem with the move, if it's not like a problem with someone come and help me lift this. Because if my husband continue his work, he work and I go to school also. So but I think we're gonna make it in 2 weekends. And I started to declutter, because we're gonna live so small that we can't save everything. So this sofa, you see here, this one, who was in the middle here, because this was here, this one, the dogs, this one who was in the middle, the dogs just, it was broken in the zipper back, and they pulled this out, dig a hole in it, and took out everything that was in here. So I get enough of this yellow thing that was everywhere. So I took that out and I moved this here. So it's more like a sofa here. And here just my son fixed some cozy place. But this sofa, the best sofa I think I ever gonna have in my life, because they have scratched this so much. It have been like puke from the baby here when my son was a baby. They have been like pee in this one, as you know, it's have been like so bad. And I cleaned this probably for these 10 years I had the sofa, probably 500 times. But this have seen better days. You see that even the foot is missing here. We have it, but it can't get stuck anymore. And I also see it's dusty here now, need to clean. So this we're gonna get rid of. Lino gonna stay, of course, but we're gonna get rid of this. I moved the back from the middle. I moved it here. So this is like a small sofa. I don't know if I'm gonna save this just to have something to sit on, because I have seen a sofa I want, but I don't want to spend money on it. So we see if I just save this, because also this one is my Dino love to sit on this one. So the dogs sit on this one. Then I find some stuff here. I have 2 candles. I get them for free from my work before. And I don't like the smell anymore. I think it is because now after my surgery in the nose, when I did the sinuses, I smell things differently. I can think of that. And also, if you have dogs, you have to be careful with things who smells, because they are more sensitive than us. This one I just had because this one gets so hot, and I like the style of this. It's like a little bit like a Smurf house or something. But I have another one that you can burn the oil in, that my daughter gave me, and this is just plastic, but she gave this to me. This I bought for myself, and I rather save the one she gave me than saving the one I give for myself. And I don't need to, because I have not used any of them since we moved here. This is, I think I'm gonna give to my mother. It's just to take out pictures from the printer, and I don't do that. This is a book from school. This have been many times they tell we have to read this, and I haven't done it, and I succeed anyway, so I'm probably gonna sell this again. It's like good writing, good speaking, and I, as I told, have studied so many times, so I think I know how to write. And not, probably, if I get good results. This was really bad. I bought this also secondhand, and I don't like this book. And this was for the first year, how you study in the in university. So I'm gonna sell this also, I think. So the books I'm gonna try to sell. I find a website, and the other thing I don't know if I'm gonna just give away or throw away or what I'm gonna do with that. And this one was something my husband bought, a really good idea. He was going to put this so we can see where our son is, because sometimes he is where he should not be. But we don't get this to work, so I'm gonna just take that out. This was cheap. Then I have some projects going on. I have done a paint by number here. Really like it. I just need to fix little, like I don't like how it looks like here. I need to fill in some green. I think it was another place also where I need to paint some white, or else this is done. And I find no, maybe that's too small. I find a frame up on the attic today because my son told me he wanted to go up and see if we can take something out. We have a lot we can take out there, a lot. We have some stuff we can take out. But I see now that maybe the frame was just too small. But I'm gonna see. Then I have a puzzle going on here also. And yeah, I think you probably can see what it is. It's Peter Pan, Tingeling, and Captain Hook. And his ship, yeah. So this is like 1,000 pieces, and I sit with this now for, I think I started 2 days ago. And I really love to puzzle. I prefer 500 pieces actually, but my son told that he want me to do this one. So I do it for him, and this is 1,000 pieces, and I do it and then I take them in the box again, you know. I rip them apart. It's not like I glue them or anything like that. And I think this is the 4th puzzle now this summer, because this is relaxed for me. This is really relaxing. I haven't had time to do this for a really long time, but I really enjoy to make puzzles. I know it's a little bit like old people who do it, and I'm 40. You know, for me it's like many who do it is like my grandparents' age. But for me, this is so relaxing. If you never tried and you want to have something to try to make you relaxed, try puzzle. I say to you, it's really, really relaxing, and you cannot focus on anything else like than the actually pieces you need to find. So this I'm doing. Today I have no energy to do the dishes. I don't know. I puzzle a lot today, but I don't have any energy. Need to take care of that. Take away this, this from the dinner. Yeah. Did a lot of laundry today also. When this is dry, I'm gonna take this away. Also have here, this is so good to hang up here. And this, of course, I'm gonna take this with me. I have this in my other apartment also. And I hope I find a place for this. This is not stuck in the wall. It's actually just some, I don't know what hold this up. Like silicone or something. No screws. So good. Because you can just take this down, nothing. But I'm gonna show you. My son, he and I declutter his clothes again. He grow so much and so fast. And the most of the clothes probably gonna go to Egypt, to my husband's family. Not the winter jacket. I think they can have this jacket. I need to ask my husband. And one he want to give to his friend who like Minecraft, and that's Minecraft. And some pieces here, like the Santa Claus here, we just gonna give. We're gonna see if they want this, or else we're gonna give this to a charity. His old glasses. I have my old glasses in the car. I need to go to the store where we buy this, and they're gonna give it to charity. And then I had like 4 pieces there to throw to the trash, to the recycling bin. And that was so stained or broken that I don't want to give this away. So he did such an amazing job with this. And this is just the beginning, but so this looks amazing. We have one up here with bigger clothes that he get from my sister's boy. Just some stuff here, like his winter cover. Socks, I don't find a pair. I save this for a while, and if I don't find it, I throw it out. And of course I need to put in the laundry, but it's looking good. But I know he needs some more stuff. He need more longer pants. And I think he's quite good with t-shirt because it's a lot of t-shirts in the laundry. I think I clean like at least 10 t-shirts every 5 days. He like to change. Yeah, it's really good because it's gonna be tight in the other apartment. I don't really know what I was thinking about when I say yes to that, because it's gonna be 2 small wardrobes, and today we have 8 here and 1 in my daughter's room with her stuff. So we actually have 8 here who are gonna be like 2. That's not possible. We have 3, 4 we have with clothes. And yeah, I'm gonna make it work. I'm quite good at organizing. And yeah, we're gonna continue the decluttering. That's what I'm good at. I love to decluttering. I need to say that. But I told my sister soon I have to come to another place to declutter, because I can't continue decluttering my own home because I don't have so much left. And especially I don't think we're gonna have so much left after this move. And I'm sorry for this being just a chatty video, and I just wanted to make something for you and a life update. And I hope you enjoyed it anyway and want to enjoy and come with me on my moving journey to the new place. And it's going to be a lot of cleaning, it's going to be a lot of packing, organizing. It's going to be a lot of that stuff, decluttering, of course. So I hope you stay tuned. Subscribe if you don't have done it. If you are subscribed, I'm so grateful. If you are subscribed to and want to see the dogs, I have these shorts coming up every Monday and every Friday, so 2 times every week. And I love to see you again. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Bye bye. Leo. Hey Leo.